just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Niners, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got you.
To throw, it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Touchdown, Bills! Miles Boykin, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, They've done it, and they've done it well.
On 2nd and 2, Lance. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Dances by him. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Lance to throw it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Lance checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up a third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on third. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around.
Pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
These two teams all tied after one. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Finding Knox there, complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Allen to throw once more. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
56.
From the gun, it's Allen. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 17-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Dancing to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Bass up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And this is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
Keeps it, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Von Miller, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. To the air, Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Hands it off out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble, then recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is a...
And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Lance. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Allen going to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Here's Allen to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Allen being chased out left. Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On play action, Lance. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Lance. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And it's third down.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Lance. He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance will find Sermon out of the backfield. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From midfield, here's Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Niners. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Trey Sermon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Now a dump off here complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. To throw, it's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen steps away to his left. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Allen again. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And that's a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So giving him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On first down, Lance. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he's got this down to the 35.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. He sets to fire deep, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On play action, Allen. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Here's Allen. Caught right side, Davis. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And to give this time to the tailback. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Allen. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Lance now on 1st down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
The score, Bills 38, 49ers 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Grant. He will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now a play fake. Lance. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. On the option right is Lance. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Shoves him aside.
Deebo Samuel, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 10 yards. And it's third down.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
He's back to throw. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Second down at 4. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. There's the stiff arm. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. And it's a goal line stand on the final play. Well, partners, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a